Hello everyone, it's time for another refurbishing video, and in today's video we're going to be refurbishing a Super Famicom. I don't actually have any games for this, but I'm just going to have to hope that it works, but there's a couple of things I can do to kind of clean it up a little bit. But yeah, it's a cool kind of addition to my collection. That's where the expansion port is. So it's not too yellow, which is nice. It's quite rare for things to not be super yellow, but as a comparison I'll show you two yellow things I have. So that's the colour it would go, and then that's like the colour that it would have been brand new. So as you can see, it's a little bit kind of in between, but now that I own it, it's not going to be going in the sun because I keep covers on my stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to take it apart and have a look at the inside. Looks like everything's not too bad though, so I'll show you where I'm at once I've popped the lid off. Okay, so I've popped the lid off. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty, but nothing kind of unexpected really. It's not actually too bad. Little like bits of dirt here and there. The inside of this isn't too bad either. So what I'm going to do is start stripping it apart and put some of the stuff in the wash and clean and scrub some of the other stuff up. So I'll start by taking the motherboard out. This is everything pretty much taken apart now. As you can see at the bottom of here, there's some fluff balls and stuff. It's pretty grim. I've taken off the cartridge slot. As you can see, it's really dirty, so I'm going to give that a nice scrub. And then also all of this is quite dirty as well, so I'm going to do that as well. I've taken apart the spring mechanism, taken the sound box off. This is the RF shield, which isn't rusty or anything, so that's good. And basically I'm just going to soak this all, clean it all up, scrub this all up, and then I'll get back to you once I've done that. Okay, so I've just taken the stuff out of the wash that I put it in. Well, by wash I mean I usually put it at the bottom of the bath, put some soap in it, and then shower it down. And then I take a little yellow kind of scrubbing brush that I have and scrub some of the corners of it. But this is it now. It looks quite nice. But what I'm going to do now is take Mr. Sheen, which is just a multi-surface spray that works on plastic, and that'll kind of buff it up and also reassure me that all the germs that were once on it are all gone. So yeah, I'll get back to you once I've done that. Okay, so just a few things to remember before you put the Famicom back together. You have to take this eject button and place that in the slot like so. You then also have to take your power button, make sure you put in the locking mechanism, take the power button and just slot it in like that, and it should sit nice and flush. And then you take this and pop that in there, and you should have your power LED cover in there as well. Put this piece in first as well, and then you take your piece here and make sure that this flap cover is all aligned up. You have to just kind of slot it in these two rails like that and make sure that the spring is functioning. Okay, and then you slot this piece over the top. So I can't really do this one-handed, so I'm going to skip. Okay, so now everything should be back in, and everything's nice and minty fresh pretty much. So yeah, it's looking really good. So what I'm going to do is finish off drying this bottom piece, put the RF shield back in, put all the motherboard components back, and then I'll show you when it's in its two halves, ready to all go back together. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I, for some reason, have this piece. Not too sure where that actually came from. It's just like a little plastic kind of washer, so I'm not too sure what that is. There's also a bunch of this fluff here, but yeah, this is it, ready to go on. So it's just a case of placing it on there. And that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to flip this around now and put these screws back in, and then I'll put this little cover on here, and then I'll show you it once it's done, and then we're going to quickly clean this controller as well because it's a little bit dirty. Fast forwarding a little bit of time, this is the Famicom now, as you can see. It looks quite nice. I also took apart the Super Famicom controller, scrubbed it all down, made it all nice and clean, and cleaned the cable and the end connector, so that goes in there nice and easy there. I say nice and easy, and it doesn't go very easy. But yeah, everything's pretty much ready. I just need to get a game and test it. Hopefully it should be okay and work all well. The power button lights up when I plug it into the mains and stuff, but nothing obviously is going to show up on the TV. It doesn't have like a BIOS or a menu system or anything like that. So so yeah, that's it. It looks a little bit yellow on camera, but it's actually not. This is a little bit more yellow here, but everything else is actually really nice and grey. So thanks very much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.